Hi guys, Angelfish Keeper here, and I'm just going to give you a quick update on the fish room because a couple things have changed in the fish room, like where the fish are now and stuff like that. So just give you a quick run through and I'll let you know what plans are for the near future. So this is the planted tank up on the top in the rack. I've moved the 3 wild caught silver angels up into this tank. This hygrophillia as well is going a bit nuts, it's nearly at the top of the tank. And we've got the cryptocorine Wendetti green doing really well. I've thinned some out to send to some people. Obviously got the dragonstone in here and the Tetra Pro active plant substrate. The pair of keyhole cichlids are still in here, doing really well. I've also thinned the Amazon swords out because these are getting massive as well. And some little bits of Java fern from the 100 litre angelfish tank are in here. Snails are under control, finally. I think the angels are taking care of them. And the 3 bamboo shrimp, I believe, are still in here. There's a couple of them there. I'm surprised the angels haven't eaten them, to be honest, but they don't bother them when they are out. Moving next door, we've got the tank with the neons and the Apistogramma cacatoides orange flash. There's the male and the female there. Male's down there. And there's like 45 or something neon tetras. I've just done a water change on this tank, and also I've put a lot of the Java fern in here to give it a bit of greenery. Empty tank down below, waiting for some new stuff coming in. Nothing in here at the minute, just an empty tank. The tank I'm about to show you, please ignore the algae. I know it's bad, but I've literally just been leaving it and leaving it and leaving it, and it looks like a jungle. I know, terrible, but you know, the fish are alright, they're feeding, nice and healthy, so you know, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, just a heads up, it is pretty embarrassing. As you can see, lots and lots of hair algae all over this Amazon sword, so I am going to pull it all out, give it a scrub and get this tank tidied. But yeah, the fish at least are still healthy, haven't lost any, you know. The angels were down here, but I've moved them up one, you know, just because it's easier to view them, whereas these guys, you know, being quite close to the floor. So I've got the 15 or 16, I think it is, of the Bentosi tetras, or the rosy tetras, whichever name you want to call them. And the 3 not so black Venezuelan cories. Still have no idea what these are. Bought them as black Venezuelan cories. Well, I ordered them as black Venezuelan cories. They were black when they came in. They were sat in the shop for a good 3 months. They were black still. And you know, they just weren't selling, so I thought I'd take them home. And 2 months after, they've gone this sort of colour with like silver bellies. But still nice and healthy, still the 3 of them. I was going to move them up, but they just seem to dig the plants up, so I just thought I'll leave them down there and we'll add something else in with them. I was thinking of moving the Bentosis back up into the planted tank, but I think I'm going to add a different fish in there with them, a different tetra. And not too sure what to do down here quite yet. I've got a few ideas, but you know, just It just depends what catches my eye at the time when I'm searching for the fish. This tank's fully stocked. There's nothing more going in there. Apart from after when the Java ferns rooted a little better, I might add a cory in there. I might get some panda cories or something for in there. I don't want cories in here because they will just uproot everything. So just leave that the way it is. I'm going to add a tetra into there. Or I'm going to move the bentosies back up and add something different into there. I will give this a clean and it will look spotless again. I just really haven't cleaned. I've been doing water changes, I just haven't been cleaning algae. So it's looking a bit minging. And then over here in the 100 litre Angelfish tank, everyone's doing well. There's the little runt. That's the other female, but she's stayed tiny. She's eaten and everything, but she just hasn't put much size on compared to this guy. This is my big male. I think that's the other male there, yeah. And the big male's female is in the back. These are one of my favourite angels, I think, these platinum blue silvers. Especially against the black background, I definitely prefer them in this tank. Starigini Reapers, doing really well still. Obviously the Java Fern and the Cardinals are still in here. I am going to add to them because I want a bigger group than this. You know, or at least 30 in there. Still looking to get a hold of 2 more of these angels. They're just a little bit hard to get a hold of at the minute. They're like hen's teeth. None of my suppliers have them in at the moment. They're out of stock, so I'm going to keep trying. And then obviously I've got some more cryptocorine Wendetti green. These are like the bigger bits that I've put in here. And that's also got the Tetra Pro active substrate in there as well. There's the female. She's really pretty. I just wish these would hurry up and give me a successful spawn. And that's the 100 litre tank, and then there's only one more tank. And that's the marine tank. So it's doing well. You know, I've just fed the tank, so the corals are closed. Bit of algae going on, but we'll get that sorted. 2 clowns doing really well. This firefish hides more than the last one I had, unfortunately. I tried feeding the tank to get him to come out, and he literally just poked his head out the rock. Didn't even come out fully. So unfortunately I see this one a hell of a lot less than I did my last one. But you know, that's just it with your firefish. You don't see them a lot. You know, they come out when they want. He is in there though, I've seen him. He's in the rocks, he's alive. Poked his head out, had a bit of food, and then went straight back in. So yeah, still basically just a basic marine tank. Obviously the 2 internal filters, the hang on the back skimmer and the Kessel A80 light. I do have plans in the very near future to give this an upgrade, because ideally I'm going to keep it basic, but I want a sump. and I can't really sump this tank, to be honest. I don't want to drill it or anything like that. So I'm going to get a Aqua One Mini Reef 120, so it's not too big, it's only 120 litres. So it's not going to be huge, it's just going to be, again, quite a small tank, but it's got a sump. I'm going to put most of this rubble in the sump as the filtration, and the main display tank will have larger pieces of live rock, because I'm kind of sick of this rock collapsing, you know. So that's in the works. What will happen with this tank after that, I'm not too sure. I was thinking of keeping it marine, but keeping it as either like a quarantine tank or getting a little fuzzy dwarf lionfish, you know, because they don't get very big, they only get like 4 inches. So, you know, it'd just be quite cool to have a little venomous fish swimming about, you know. So just put it in there on its own. I wouldn't put anything in with it, but that's either that or sell it, because there's not really much that I could use it for tropical wise, because it doesn't really fit with the stand. You know, I've got my tanks that I want tropical, so I would either keep this as marine but get like a little fuzzy dwarf lionfish, or sell it completely, and then that way it'll help fund the new tank. But that should be happening within the next 2 weeks to a month, hopefully, if everything goes to plan. And it'll just be going just there where my RO barrels are. Now I've got about a 4-foot gap there that I can get a tank in, but you know, I'm just getting rid of my 4-foot tank. I don't really want another one, so I'm either going to go for the Aqua One Mini Reef 120 or the 180, which is just, instead of it being 2 foot long by 18 by 18, it's 3 foot long by 18 by 18. Or my other option is, I've still got the glass from the 5-foot tank that I stripped down just there. Another option is to cut that down and make a tank out of that, you know, which is an option if I can't get a hold of the Aqua One tank. That'll be an option. So yeah, that's just the fish room as it is at the minute. And the future plans, hopefully in the very near future we'll get that new marine tank in. So yeah, if you do have any ideas of what you'd like to see fish wise, you know, because I can never decide. I'm terrible for deciding. If it was left just down to me, it would just angelfish, all angelfish, which I don't really want to do. I'm happy with the amount of angels I've got now, but I do want to get another type for the bottom where the Bentosi tetras are. I'll probably leave that tank on the bottom left for breeding, maybe. We'll see how it goes. I've got some size to put on yet before anything major. But yeah, that's just an update on the fish room and where it stands right now. Everything's going well. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Bye.